Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Blake Saraga, and I'm here with Connor Namaldi. We're about to start our second season game in this tournament. It's going to be the LEAFS versus the FLYERS. And we got a good matchup here, Connor. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, we're the two good teams right now. The name that I'm looking at here for the FLYERS is Thiago Pellegrini. Incredible in the first tournament that I got to see him in the U13 during the summer. A very tenacious player, team forward, leadership roles, likes to don it. But now he's playing with a bit of a step up. Older kids, older tournaments. FLYERS didn't have a really good go-around their first exhibition match. I believe they lost 7-1 versus the Maple Leafs have had a lot of really good momentum, solid goaltending in the early matchups here. And so the Leafs are going to have, I believe it's Joshua Mathieu who's going to be in the net for them. No, excuse me, that's going to be number 31, who's going to be Christopher Zagara, very close to your last name, Blake, Saraga, but not exactly the same, but incredibly big goaltender, takes a lot of space up in the net. And we saw that earlier this morning. He had close to a shutout, I believe, in the first game. Versus the FLYERS on the other side, they're going to have Harris Jagowi, I believe, is going to be in nets for them. He's got a really sharp glove, tracks the puck incredibly well. I mean, every single player in this tournament is incredibly talented, but we're definitely going to see a FLYERS roster that still has a lot of players that played together during the U13 tournament. So see if that chemistry can build up and they have a bit of more momentum come into this game.
Absolutely, and you mentioned the goaltenders in this tournament, right? Speaking of goaltenders, there's only so many goalies that are able to play in this tournament, so it really speaks to the level of play that these goalies are at when you're selected to play in this NHL Kids tournament. You know, the players that are here, they all come from good backgrounds, all play at a high level, but these goalies are really here to show out and prove that they could play at a high level later on, maybe college, maybe junior A.
Absolutely. I mean, these goaltenders, as we know, participation is not as full as we would have liked it to be for this tournament, being it so close to the holidays and everything that's transpiring. But just like you pointed out, Blake, exceptional goaltending that we're going to be seeing. And this is the future of hockey that we get to witness in all these tournaments. For that reason, it's such an exhilarating time to be here. Electric atmosphere. Parents love to go crazy, as we've all seen and witnessed and heard. Definitely the shrieks through the microphones and the headsets still is piercing enough. That's how loud it can be. But yeah, Blake, as you pointed out, these goaltenders are absolutely exceptional. A lot of playing time. Hopefully good stamina with all of them. The amount of heavy weight that you have to wear with all these back-to-back games and back-to-back days. So it's going to be a bit of a marathon, not so much a sprint, but definitely going to see some sharp goalie play here early in this tournament.
100%, and they're going to get a run for their money, right? Like, these players on offense, they're no slouches. They're here to play, and they've busted out a lot of crazy moves. I've only seen one game so far. This is the second game that I'm calling this morning. But these players have a lot of skill. I think I saw one kid try and pull a Michigan in the last game. He wasn't successful on his attempt, but no. You know what? I like where his head's at. And you know what? In this game, the FLYERS and the Leafs, you see a lot of players here in warm-ups, even right now when they're taking shots on their goaltenders. They're coming in with a lot of speed. And speed is the main thing in this tournament, right? You're not allowed to hit, so it's non-contact. Well, you know, non-contact.
To a degree, but yeah.
Yeah, to a certain degree. So speed is a factor here. So we're going to see a lot of bigger players who are usually used to being physical have to resort to playing at a more fast-paced game. So that'll be interesting to see for sure.
Well, that's definitely the evolution of the game as we've seen in many recent years, especially with this generation coming in. We're sacrificing a lot of the big physicalities that you usually see as players grow in. Like, there's still that big idea, to use a basketball reference, having Blake Saraga, who's a fantastic basketball commentator as well. Cade Cunningham is somebody for Detroit that we always look at, this smaller guy that once he fills out, he's going to be more successful. Hockey, it's the same thing. We always forget how young these kids are. You don't fully develop into your body. Like Juraj Slavkovsky for the Canadiens is an excellent example. It's getting bigger, running into your body that way, growing in that way, and becoming more physical. Right now at this level, speed kills. Speed is the way that you can really get some success and good momentum in this game, in the offensive zone, getting the transitions, counterattacks. How you do that and then strategizing it is where these coaches come into play. Having good lineups, fresh legs is going to be really beneficial, especially with how little these rosters are stacked up with only a couple lines for offense and defense throughout this tournament.
For sure. And it's 10-minute periods, right? These kids are here to play. They're here to have a good time, but mostly they're here to win. They're here with something to prove. And hopefully, I don't know if there's scouts in the building, Definitely not here to see us.
Definitely not. No.
No.
Maybe some scouts at home, hopefully listening to the broadcast. But hey, this is here for the kids as well.
Exactly. So they're going to show out. The game's about to start. I see the clock already started. We've had some technical difficulties moving on from last game. But you know what? Technical difficulties haven't stopped us from putting on a show for you guys, and these kids will continue to put on a show. We're about to get underway here with the face-off. We'll see who matches up at the center position. But right now, the the Flyers, the Maple Leafs, second game of the tournament, head-to-head. I was going to say winner takes all, but that's just not true.
I mean, winner takes some bragging rights.
The bragging rights is what they take, that's for sure. The goalies seem ready. They're checking the posts, as the great Carey Price did himself. I see that number 41 over there, maybe representative of Yaroslav Halak in his days with the Montreal Canadiens.
A bit of a throwback. I like that.
Bit of a throwback. Did he play for the Flyers?
I don't believe he played for the Flyers. Last time
he played for the Sabres.
Sabres and Blues, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
There we go. He was supposed to bring the Stanley back, but let's see if the Flyers do that in this tournament. We'll see who matches up here at center. For the Maple Leafs, we have Pierre-Alexis Pouliot taking the face-off. And for the Flyers, we have Tristan Pelletier. Pouliot wins the face-off. And now we see dump the puck, and that's a quick icing call to start the game.
Well, the Maple Leafs trying to be sharp here right off the bat. You have the defenseman over here trying to move the puck forward. That looks like to be Zagara, the brother of the goaltender. So we have Fernando Zagara, number 75, who's also quite tall himself. Good puck playing defenseman, long reach, is able to protect it in his own zone. Tried to play it forward, but just misses the pass, and it's icing.
Yeah, and there Pelletier wins the face-off, passes it out to Pellegrini. And then we have number 22 from the Maple Leafs, Preston Potter. What a name he has there. Shoots it, and that's saved by the goalie on the Flyers.
That's going to be Yip right there, actually.
Yip.
We don't have his name
Riley
listed.
Yip.
He got 41 last second. We have Riley Yip. Right there, we got to see Preston Potter, who is somebody that we have to be keen on offensively. Once he gets the puck on his stick, he can just take off and streak in faster than as well as any player in this tournament. And right there, we saw the pressure he put on.
And Pelletier with the face-off win, but the Maple Leafs still got their stick on the puck. That was a shot right there from Brandon Boucher. Maple Leafs have the puck still, and that's Zagara. He loses it. Flyers gain control. Number 15, Pellegrini with the puck. He passes it cross crease, and they just whiffed the net. That was Pelletier on the shot. Maple Leafs in possession, dump the puck into the Flyers zone, and that's another icing call to start the game.
Looks like
no icing call. It was waved off. Flyers have the puck in their own zone. Maple Leafs gain control behind the net. Passed out to number 7, Lincoln Hart takes the shot. And now there's a little bit of a scuffle on the boards. We'll see who comes up with the puck. Maple Leafs, number 75, Zagara with the shot, and it's stopped by Riley Yip. Right now, the Flyers are taking control of this game. The Maple Leafs are taking control of this game, putting a lot of shots on net, giving Riley Yip a run for his money. He just joined the stat sheet for us right here, but he has made his name and presence well known with his 3 saves to start the game. That's Detroit right now with the puck. Sorry, not Detroit, the Flyers. Sagedish takes the shot and he misses just by a little bit. Maple Leafs have it, running up the boards. Flyers trying to take it back. And right now, that's in the Flyers zone. Bodie Nelson takes control of the puck, and he passes it out to his teammate. Turnover. And that around the back of the net, there's Zagara. He passes it off, turns it over, and his teammate manages to keep control. Back into his own zone. Passes it out to Potter. Doesn't get control of the puck. Maple Leafs are having a hard time getting into the Flyers zone. Flyers are putting a lot of bodies out there on defense. And we see a penalty here, a tripping call. It's going to be a 2-minute minor on the Maple Leafs. They'll get one man sent to the box.
Looks like it's going to be Preston Potter here. Got his stick in between the legs of Nathan Alexander Kayangamba, and he fell to the ice really quickly. So just like that, 2 minutes for the Flyers here on the man advantage. As like you pointed out already here, Blake, the Maple Leafs, excuse me, not the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Little Maple Leafs had some issues getting and controlling the puck into the zone. Now they're on the penalty kill. For that reason, we have Pellegrini, who is actually playing the forward position in this tournament. He's got a wicked shot. Watch him, as he's actually really good at playing the puck as well. So he might be somebody to keep your eye on in this power play.
And Pelletier loses his first face-off of the afternoon, but the puck is still in possession of the Flyers in their own zone, looking to get it out past the blue line. Number 19, Raphael Cloutier, still has a puck going coast to coast. He turns around looking for an open man. He dumps it off to Villeneuve. Villeneuve passes it to the corner. Number 22, Pelletier with the shot, goes off the pad. And now the Leafs and the Flyers are fighting for it in the Leaf zone. Unsure of who has it at the moment, but bodies are flying in the corner. And the Flyers come up with it, but that's a great save by Zagara.
Zagara in good position right there as the Flyers battling for it along the hash marks here in the sideboards. Pellegrini, I'm calling his name out a lot. You can tell I play favorites a little bit here, I guess. But Thiago's just a really tenacious player in that corner trying to get it loose. Shot on goal, but way too easy of a save here for the Leafs goaltender.
And that's another face-off win by Pelletier. He's 3 for 4 tonight on the face-off. And as we've seen time and time again, the puck has continued to find its way back into the Flyer zone, yet they have found a way to get it back out. A nice pass to Pelletier. He's looking for a man. He's going. It's a 3-on-4 right now. He crosses it. Can't find an open lane. Zagara manages to get his blocker in there. Cloutier couldn't find an opening on that shot. The puck's going back towards him. No icing on the play. Riley Yip dumps it off to his teammate.
Sort of the stagnant play by both sides. A lot of them trying to take the puck and figure out who's going to take it up the ice and figure some stuff out. Defensemen just coming in and playing their sticks really easily, trying to get some more momentum still. It's been a long early morning for a lot of these guys, trying to get their feet under them again. Still plenty of hockey left in this game.
Yeah, to get back against one of the Maple Leafs, trying to control the puck, trying to find an open teammate. He passes it to Nelson. Nelson passes it off to Saganesh. Saganesh's shot is caught in the air and put to the ground by Zagara, brother of the goalie so far that hasn't let up a shot yet. Then we have Deget. Couldn't find anything there. Loses the puck. Leafs regain control. That's raw. Potter, he shoots it and he whiffs just a little bit. Leafs still maintain control right over the net. The shot from Roy. Puck's in front of the net, and the Flyers manage to get the puck back into the Maple Leaf zone. They dump it for the icing call.
So right there, we got to see Preston Potter go to work. Just a little bit of an extra move to get around his defenseman there. Streaks into the zone. He had the extra man, but probably wasn't aware that he had his teammate trailing just behind him. Tried to go for the backhand, didn't get enough on it, and clearly missed the net. If he was able to slide it over, then there was a good chance there for the Leafs to maybe put the first one in. But as we see, the penalties expired. 4:58 left in this first period, and good action that's going to be ramping up here.
Yeah, we'll see if Potter can capitalize on his next opportunity. That's another face-off win by Pelletier, as we just saw the puck hit the crossbar, right in between the post and the crossbar to be exact. That was a hell of a shot, heck of a shot by the Maple Leafs. And we see the Flyers try to get the puck out of their zone, but it doesn't work out. Potter with the puck, looking for an open man. He's in the corner, he's dangling, and he shoots it, and that's saved by Yip. Riley Yip and Zagara have both come to play today. As we mentioned earlier, the goalies are putting on a show.
That's just it. There's not too much pressure that they're having to deal with. There's not too many shots that are coming inside the hash marks as they would like it and have some more like high-scoring chances. A lot of good vision and positioning that we get to see from these goaltenders to make these saves look easy. They kind of are easy compared to the shots that we are aforementioning. But as we get to see some good way for these goalies to get into this game early on.
100%. Pelletier wins another face-off. It's a 2-on-2 for the Flyers. Number 19. He shoots and he scores. Raphael Cloutier. He took it coast to coast, and he put it through the net to give the the Flyers a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, just as you pointed out right there, that's Raphael Cloutier. He walks into the zone. He has a bit more space. No defenseman sort of give him that middle lane. And that quick shot seemed to startle Mathieu over here in the nets for the Leafs, who's been very sharp, and it goes right through the 5-hole. So very good hands here, as we get to see early on by Cloutier, and he opens the scoring here for his team.
And the Maple Leafs win the faceoff. That was Boucher on the faceoff. That was one of their first faceoff wins of the afternoon. And they control the puck in their own zone. Zagara passes it out. And that's number 47, Pulio, taking control of the puck. He's on a breakaway. He passes it. One-timer. And Yip makes the save. Maple Leafs regain control of the puck. We're going to see if they could make something out of this. Villeneuve loses it. Flyers have control, and they lose it as well. Zagara makes the stop. Gives the puck to his teammate. And that's Boucher that loses it too. Pulio recovers. Passes it to Zagara, who passes it to Boucher. Boucher taking it past the blue line, looking for a teammate. He dumps it for Bisson. Bisson against the boards, hoping one of the defensemen get it. And there's Boucher. Bisson has it again. To Stacy, and Stacy lets the puck ride against the boards for Kayigamba to recover it. That's a tongue twister. I wasn't able to say the full name over there. Flyers have control, looking to dump it, and Zagara making it difficult with that big frame for any of the Flyers to get past him, and we see a breakaway here. A shot and a beautiful save by Yip. That shot was by number 22.
Preston Potter as well, once again. Great offensive pressure right here by the Leafs, trying to put it into the zone and get another one here on the board really quickly. The Leafs have this really good, Preston Potter just has a knack for finding the puck, and that's what generates a lot of offensive, really good game. He has a really good set of hands. He can dangle on the phone booth. You're going to see some excellent play from this top line here for the Leafs throughout this tournament, as Pellegrini's going to come back the other way.
Yeah, Pellegrini, as you said, a player to watch. And that's the offside call by the referee. Close call there, but the right one.
Looks like Pelletier was just a bit too anxious to get through the line and have a good odd man rush for them. Pellegrini with the Maple. Well, I like the candy cane tape that he's got here on his blade. I guess a little decisive when you put it on white here, maybe trying to trick the goalie, but definitely festive and appropriate, I would say.
Yeah, he's keeping up with the holiday spirit. And Pelletier, a name to watch too. He's been winning. Well, besides that one, he's been winning a decent amount of his faceoffs.
Looks like you jinxed him here, Blake.
I jinxed him there. Classic. And that's another offside call. We're going to do that face-off over again. We'll see if Pelletier could go back to his winning ways with this next one. He matches up with Pulio. And the ref telling Pellegrini to back up during the face-off and give the two centers some space. We see Zagara with the puck dangling around with his big frame, passes it up to Pulio. Pulio loses control of the puck, and that's the Flyer. Pelletier. Pulio trying to regain control, but he can't. Zagara has it. Quick little swift move, passes it back off to Potter. Potter seeing if there's any openings, seeing if there's any lanes. He dumps it off for Roy. Oh, we might have a breakaway here, potentially. Schinder. But no, Zagara. He puts his stick in the right place at the right time. And that's a dump to the Flyers zone, and they regain control of the puck. That's Raphael Cloutier with the move, with the turnaround, looking like Pascal Siakam with the spin move. For my basketball fans on the stream. Quick dump, and he gets the ball back. The puck back, some tic-tac-toe. Number 8, Boulanger, trying to make a play. He dangles. He's around the net. Oh, and he just loses it. An attempt to make a wraparound goal. There he is again. Let's see what he could do. But the Maple Leafs defense remains strong. The puck is flying on both sides of the ice this afternoon. Neither team able to keep control of the puck for too long, besides that one goal by the Flyers. And there we have...
It's going to be Boucher again, I believe. Number 25. Yeah, Boucher.
Number 9, Kiegamba loses it. Beautiful save by Yip with the glove. Wasn't able to gain control of it. Maple Leafs still have a chance. One-timer by Bisson. It goes out of bounds.
So right there we got to see the number 14 pick in the draft, actually. The Maple Leafs selected Tudor Kopolna, who comes from Romania, actually. A very good, talented player back home where we got to see a lot of goal-scoring offensive might, and he always is looking to make the good pass. Where right there we got to see a good setup in front, but just went over the net.
These Eastern Europe hockey players, they mean business when they come over to Canada to show off their skills. And right now, the puck remains in the Flyers zone. Maple Leafs are making a point of pressing and making sure to put pressure on the Leafs, on the Flyers. But it doesn't matter because Daguette has the puck and he's looking for an opening. He whiffs on the shot. Bisson gains control, looking for a teammate, and he finds him, looking to dump the puck, but it doesn't work out. That's number 25, Boucher, trying to make a play, and he dumps it into the Flyers zone. Icing call there.
Yeah, so the Leafs here are trying to get some good pressure on with only 14 seconds left in this first period. Good momentum as they try and get into the offensive end, but just running into this Flyers defense. We talked at the start of the broadcast here, Blake, about how it's not so much a physical game in the sense of putting bodies on men or really hard checks, but this Flyers team still knows how to use their body and put them in the right way. As a slapper by Pellegrini, way under that one.
Yeah, and you know what? He's going to wish that he hit on that one because the period's about to end. But luckily for the Flyers, they still have a 1-0 lead. And that's going to be the end of this one. Honestly, we've been treated to a show so far. A lot of speed, a lot of shots on goal. As we said before, the goalies are going to dictate the outcome in this game. And Yip and Zagara have both put on a show so far.
Oh, absolutely, Blake. As you've pointed out, really good tracking of the puck, putting yourself in the right position, good stick play. When the puck's going around the net, it's not so much in front as we get to see that, except for those streaking in breaks or those odd-man rushes. It's been a lot of plays around the blue line for both these teams and trying to fire something on goal. But the only way for that to work is to have more traffic in front. So the Flyers need to utilize their size a bit more. The only problem is they have the brother, Zagara, at 75, who is actually, as a defenseman, very deceptively quick. You don't usually see bigger defensemen who have his skill set, who are able to push the puck up the ice and really fight for it a lot, utilizing his long reach. He's somebody that can really clear traffic for his goaltender, and for that reason, the strategy for the Flyers right now isn't really working of trying to put the puck in net. You're going to have to probably move in closer if you want to beat the other Zagara in the net here.
100%. As you mentioned, Zagara's been doing a really good job at pushing the puck up the ice. And honestly, the Maple Leafs overall have been doing a really good job of pushing the puck. It seems like almost every player on the team has touched the puck up to this point, and the Flyers, if they want to keep the pace with the Maple Leafs, really have to make sure they spread the puck around as well, because it's been a lot of the same players with the puck. Maybe it doesn't have to do with passing to the open man, but maybe just not getting their stick on the puck when they get the pass. So good sticks is what we're going to need to see in this second period. As we start, we have Pelletier versus Pulio. The two centers take center ice, and Pulio wins the faceoff for his team. Lincoln Hart gains control as he waits patiently, makes a quick move, passes it back to, and that's Potter with it now. Potter's blazing speed makes it very hard to locate the puck when he has it. There he is again behind the net. Behind the net, the Flyers are looking to get the puck away from their goaltender, but the Maple Leafs are making it really difficult there. Zagara making sure nobody crosses that blue line, keeping the puck in play. We got Villeneuve passing it. Little saucer pass over there. That's Cloutier. He shoots it. It won't go. Pulio. Wow, and Pellegrini just strips it from the Maple Leaf player, but unfortunately whiffs on that shot right there.
A little bit upset with himself right there. Pellegrini, as I pointed out earlier, in the U13 tournament was playing defense, so we can see how good he is at both forechecking and back-checking. Right there, just strips him. He plays with a bit of a longer stick to help his reach out, and that's why he can sometimes get into tripping penalties trouble. But right there, we got to see excellent puck play. Moves in, just fanned on the sharp angle shot, had nothing to go.
Yeah, absolutely, and the Maple Leafs win that face-off right there, and they dump it into the Flyers zone, looking for the classic dump and chase there, trying to use their blazing speed to their advantage. That's number 10, Stacy, who loses control of the puck, and the Flyers are looking to make a run. Crossed crease, that's Roy, and he turns it over to number 31, Saganesh. And he passes it to Daggett. Boulanger can't maintain control of the puck, and he turns it over. That's Bisson. Bisson to Boucher. Boucher shoots, and he's wide right. Recovered by the Flyers. Daggett looking to use his speed to beat the two Maple Leafs, and he does. Preventing the offside, and that's a shot right there by Boulanger. He misses it. That's a good save by Zagara.
That should be offside.
Offside, yeah. That was a clear offside there.
Yeah, it looked like Benjamin Duquette was a bit too tardy trying to get over the line. I think he might have mistook it because the Flyers originally held the line and then elected to come out with it, get some fresh ice, get some fresh bodies on the ice and come back in the zone. But just there, as we said, a little bit too tardy, not able to exit the zone just in time.
Yeah, and the Flyers right there, they lose the face-off. Zagara feels like he's been out there the entire time and does not seem to lose stamina. Using that big frame to cause havoc on the ice, and he's bringing it up. He shoots, and he scores! Practically from the blue line, raises his stick. Rich shot right above the blocker. What a beauty.
I believe that's a blink and you miss it type of goal. An exquisite snapshot that we got to see. Even fooled goaltender over here, not Mathieu, excuse me, that's going to be Yip in the net, who's been very solid this game. But just like that, Zagara, odd man rush, tries to bring it in, and just like that, he's able to notch one here for his team and get them right back in it. Only a one-goal game.
Talk about a game changer. And then you have the face-off win by the Flyers. Shot by Potter, it won't go. Saved by Yip. Zagara, another shot. He passes it cross, but the shot won't go by Boucher. Pellegrini trying to make a move. Passes it to his teammate. Puck gets deflected to Villeneuve. Villeneuve loses the puck, and there's Zagara again. Let's see what he could do here right after he scores the goal. And he goes around the net, looking for an opening, and he passes it back behind the net. Number 23, number 25, Brandon Boucher wasn't able to do anything with it. Now Potter has it behind the net. Let's see if he could pull a nice little Michigan. And bodies are banging on the boards. We're not sure who has it, but the Maple Leafs come up with it. That's Pulio. Zagara. And that's wide to the left.
So we got to see there a lot. Zagara circulating the puck really well, but we got to see a bit of a weakness of Preston Potter that right there. Now, to be fair, he had a sharp angle shot, a defender in front of him with a stick down. There wasn't really a means for him to go cross crease, but at times I find he makes the selfish decision, and I use selfish as a very hesitant term. He's an incredibly good offensive player, but sometimes he doesn't like to make the extra pass because he has to rely on his shot so much because he's so gifted offensively. But Zagara right there was really circulating the puck well. Potter had a really good opportunity, elected to go sharp angle, but just had nothing at the net to shoot at.
For sure. And here we have an offside call. The Leafs really got to make sure to stop going for those offsides when their teammates are in the zone, and that's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone.
Well, right there, you got to see one of the things. You have to keep your head up. Brandon Boucher was just a bit too much momentum. Got in the zone, head down. He looked up. By the time his head was up, the puck was entering the zone once again, and it was the clearest, easiest offside call all day for the refs to make.
And Boucher wins that face-off, passes it off to his teammate, Kapolna who takes the shot, but Yip saves it with his glove. And now another face-off for Boucher and his Maple Leafs in the Flyers zone. Let's see what they could do here. And the Maple Leafs win that one as well. But it looks like the puck's going to go to the Flyers unless the Maple Leafs could stop them from dumping it. Nice move by Boulanger. Daguette tries to keep it in his zone. Doesn't work out for him. Boucher loses the puck. And you see Zagara trying to make a move. He's really hard to get by, isn't he? He has it, looking for an open teammate. Right on the bread. Right in the bread basket. Kapolna. Kapolna again. Excuse me, not Kapolna. That is... Right now, it's Chaim Gamba with it. Chaim Gamba behind the net. Looking for a teammate, and he gives it away to Kapolna in his own zone. That's one he'll like to get back for sure. Looking for Zagara. And Pulio turns it over. But it's okay because the Flyers couldn't get the puck to his teammate. And that's Lincoln Hart. Passing it off to Zagara. Zagara's going to look to dump it unless he can make a play here. And he's going to take it coast to coast himself. Not many that are going to put themselves in front of him. And he's behind the net looking for a teammate. He's looking for Potter. Potter has it. He passes it off. Shot, and that's wide right. Zagara again. To Potter. To Pulio. Behind the net. Cloutier has possession for the Flyers, and he loses it. That's Boucher to Zagara. Nice little toe drag there. Backhand pass, but it won't go. And that's Cloutier with it, trying to get the puck out of his zone, but he's having some trouble. Pulio has the puck, looking for an open man. There's Potter on the right side. Maybe if he could put it across. He doesn't, and that's a shot by Lincoln Hart. A little bit too high off the mark. Potter tries to keep it in the Flyer zone. Unsuccessful on that attempt. Chaim Gamba bringing the puck up the ice. Nice little move there. Wrapping himself around the net, but he loses it. That's Stacy for the Maple Leafs. Passes it off to Potter. Potter pass deflected by Pulio's skate. Lincoln Hart has it now, going up the ice. Using his speed to get by the Maple Leafs. Potter's there. Shot by Lincoln Hart. Wraparound attempt, no good, but it was a close one. Kapolna, he shoots. Saved by Yip with the glove. He pauses the possession.
As well as the Maple Leafs have circulated the puck today, we're seeing too many sharp angle shots that they're trying to take and they're electing to take. You got to see if you can try and make the other pass or try and put it across crease, because the sharp angle shots don't look to be working. Hope for a bad bounce off a defensive stick. If the defensive stick gets in the way, yes, they have the on-man rush, most likely going back the other way, but you need to take that chance. We have a quick puck drop here as Pellegrini was actually trying to get on the ice, but it looks like, yep, they have 5 people on the ice. I miscounted for a section, too much orange, and I thought it was 6, but clearly I woke up too early this morning here.
No worries there, Connor. As you were saying, Yip has been doing a great job of keeping his body in front, and those tough angle shots are not going to work. They need to get those one-timers going, and they need to get the passes working as well. And that's another save by Yip, and he pauses the play again.
Just a phenomenal shot that I get to see here by Zagara. It looks like this puck is just perfectly horizontal, going at the goaltender. It's just so quick, but the goaltenders in this tournament, as we've pointed out, are elite. They can track that puck really well, so if you give him the lane and the vision, the goaltender's most likely going to make that save.
Yeah, and you put a defenseman like Zagara in this tournament as he tries to defend the 3-on-2, and he does successfully. You put a player like him in this tournament with that type of slap shot, with that type of snapshot, and he's going to make some noise. He's open right there, and he has the puck, and he shoots again, and it's wide to the left. Recovered by Boucher. Boucher to Kapolna. And that was a shot right there by Stacy. Pad save by Yip. Roy, backhand pass to Bisson. Bisson behind the net. That was Boucher.
Oh, here's a chance for Pellegrini.
Stacy whiffed on receiving the pass. Pellegrini almost capitalized, but I think Zagara saved that with his stick blade.
He did. He got the handle down and just got it.
Wow. Maple Leafs have the possession of the puck. Bisson. Capolna, he falls down, but he stays up. 2-on-1. Julio. Flyers defense remains strong, and Maple Leafs don't capitalize on that opportunity. We have Saganesh with the shot attempt. He whiffs on that one. Maple Leafs have possession again. Julio. Potter. Nice little move. Stick save by Yip. Potter's trying to get the puck back. Julio has it in the corner. Looking for a cross opportunity. Potter has it. He shoots. Beautiful save by Yip. Able to slide his body across the crease and catch it in his glove.
But that's just it, Blake, as we've seen. That's the execution you need from this Leafs offense. You circulate the puck incredibly well. Every single one of your players knows how to control and where to put the pass. For that reason, you have those good setups in front. And Potter with his excellent shot, but just Yip, phenomenal save, was the better man in that sequence.
100%, and Julio loses that face-off to Boulanger. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
What a missed opportunity for the Maple Leafs, a miscommunication by the Flyers, and luckily Yip went into that butterfly position, preventing mayhem on a potential Maple Leafs goal. And we have Boulanger taking the puck up there. Excuse me, that's Kayim Gamba. Kayim Gamba loses it. Julio. Boulanger gets tripped up, no call. Kayim Gamba, and the ball goes, not the ball, excuse me, the puck goes out of bounds. Over the boards, we're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone.
So despite the fact that he did lose the puck coming into the offensive zone, we got to see one of the strong sets that I really appreciate about Nathan Alexander Kayingamba that I got to see during the summer. This guy always skates with his head up. He knows he's always looking for the right pass, the right read. He's constantly reading the ice is what it looks like. Oh, bad feed there now.
Wow. And there's a breakaway opportunity here. Potter, he whiffs on it. That was a nice setup by Boucher, setting up his teammate Potter for the one-time goal on the 2-on-1. And that's another save by Zagara. Wasn't able to recover it. Luckily, his teammate did. Flyers maintain possession, trying to cross crease. Oh, and that's a goal right there. Miscommunication for the Maple Leafs, leaving 2-on-0. That was
Marc-Olivier Boulanger is going to get that one.
Marc-Olivier Boulanger on the pass from Benjamin Daguette.
That's just it. So very good pressure here by Saganash. I disagree with the choice to shoot it on goal, but I don't think he had really much other options besides a trailing player. Takes it off the dome right there, does Mathieu. But just like that, on the next sequence, we have that really good feed, as you pointed out, and just like a gift from the heavens here for Boulanger, is able to just tap that one in, and just like that, I believe it's a 3-1 hockey game. It looks to be 2-1, but I believe it should be 3 if I'm not mistaken, because it said 2-1 earlier. But hey, I'm not really good at tracking these things, as we actually don't have the clock running either.
Yeah, I think there might have been a scoreboard malfunction on the previous goal where it was supposed to be 1-1, so it is in fact 2-1. But like you said, Connor, a gift. Some would say a late Christmas present. And as we see the Maple Leafs in the Flyer zone, that's number 7, Lincoln Hart, using his smaller frame to battle 2 opposing players against the boards in the Flyer zone. Let's see what he could do, and the play is stopped with the referee's whistle.
Yeah, the referee wasn't able to see the puck right there. Lincoln Hart putting his skate down, sort of trapping it on the stick blade of his opposition, who I believe is Villeneuve, was over there behind the net, trying to get something going, but the referee didn't see the puck. Calls the play dead. 10 seconds left. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so that's a shot right there by Lincoln Hart, saved by Yip. 6.3 seconds left in the second period. 2-1 for the Flyers. Let's see what the Maple Leafs could do here. They're in the Flyer zone. All they have to do is win this face-off and maybe have 1 or 2 opportunities, maybe off a rebound to tie this game. And the Flyers win the face-off thanks to Pelletier. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the period.
That's it. Not enough time there for Boucher to really get a shot on. I tried to watch him on the face-off. My instincts told me they were going to go back to Zagara, but the way he held his stick looks like he was trying to either push it up or push it over to the wing. Just not enough time on the clock to really get anything. As we got to see, he at least kept the puck in the zone for a last-second shot, but missed the net. Nothing going for it. So we got to see the Leafs have had a lot of really good momentum in this game driving forward. The Flyers at times are sort of stagnating, but then getting their chances and creating it again. The Leafs, I think, have been the better team in this matchup, and just be the way that they're circulating, the way that they're generating offensive momentum is the a little bit of confusion as the staff here looks like they're trying to take off the net for the Zamboni. It is 150 right now. Sort of confused. There should be one last period here in this 2-1 matchup. But like we said, like getting back to the matchup, Blake, the Leafs have been really good circulating this puck. Defensively, they're shutting down the Flyers whenever they get that chance. That's why the Flyers have generated momentum streaking into the zone. It's the back check that needs to be a bit more efficient, I would say, for the Leafs, is because those odd man rushes are happening because they're putting the puck so far into their offensive zone that the transition back is really hurting them. But you can't blame them for that. They're trying to generate that offensive momentum, and I wouldn't complain. I'm a little confused, though. Now we do see the Zamboni sticking its front out. I'm not sure if... So I think we are calling the game. That it doesn't really make much sense, as there is a discussion between the referees and the benches here.
Seems like the referee is going to make a call right now. But yeah, Connor, as you said, the Leafs, even if this game does not continue, we still deserve to give our second period analysis, as you've just given us a great one. The Leafs, as you mentioned before, have been more dominant offensively than the Flyers. However, the scoreboard, I guess that will do it.
So it's a 2-1 win here for the Flyers then.
For the Flyers. Even though the Leafs came out hot, the Flyers capitalized when it mattered most, and that's going to do it for the second official game of the NHL Kids tournament at the Pierrefonds International Sports Complex. I'm Blake Saraga here with Connor Tamaldi. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.